reputation of the infamous Cecil Hotel, a place where dreams and nightmares collide. Built in 1924 in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, the Cecil was designed to be a symbol of glamour and modern living. With its marble floors, grand lobby, and hundreds of rooms, the hotel was meant to welcome businessmen, tourists, and Hollywood hopefuls. But as the years went by, its destiny changed. The Great Depression struck, and the hotel quickly fell from its original glory. Downtown Los Angeles became a place where wealth and poverty existed side by side, and the Cecil slowly became a home for the desperate, the forgotten, and the lost. Over time, it earned a new and sinister reputation, one that has haunted it for nearly a century. By the 1930s, strange events were already taking place. The very first suicide was recorded in 1931, when W. Norton ingested poison in his room. In the years that followed, the number of deaths grew so high that the building was soon nicknamed the Suicide Hotel. People threw themselves from its windows, overdosed on pills, and ended their lives behind its walls. But suicide wasn't the only tragedy within its halls. In 1964, one of the most shocking murders occurred. Goldie Osgood, a retired telephone operator who had lived at the Cecil for years, was found brutally murdered. She was well known and loved by the community, often seen feeding pigeons in nearby Pershing Square. Her death stunned everyone. A suspect was arrested but later acquitted. To this day, no one knows who killed her. And then there were the killers who chose the Cecil as their hideout. Richard Ramirez, infamously known as the Night Stalker, lived here in 1985. During his stay, he terrorized Los Angeles, breaking into homes, murdering men and women, and committing acts of unspeakable horror. Residents recall seeing him return to the hotel in bloody clothing, walking through the lobby without fear. In the early 1990s, another killer, Jack Unterweger, checked into the Cecil. An Austrian journalist turned murderer, he strangled at least 12 women with their own bras. He lived at the Cecil while committing these crimes, using its cheap rooms and anonymity as his cover. With every decade, the Cecil's reputation grew darker. It was no longer just a hotel. It became a symbol of tragedy, a magnet for violence, and, for some, a cursed building. But nothing in its long and bloody history shocked the world more than the case of Elisa Lam. In January of 2013, Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old student from Vancouver, Canada, traveled to Los Angeles on vacation. She was young, adventurous, and curious. She checked into the Cecil Hotel on January 26th. For a few days, she enjoyed exploring the city. But then, everything changed. On January 31st, Elisa vanished. She didn't check out. She didn't call her family. She simply disappeared. Days later, the Los Angeles Police Department released security footage from one of the hotel's elevators. What the world saw was disturbing. For 2 minutes and 28 seconds, Elisa's behavior was strange, almost surreal. She pressed multiple buttons on the panel, but the elevator refused to move. She peered outside the doors as if someone or something was following her. She hid in the corner, stepped in and out repeatedly, and even made bizarre hand gestures that many described as eerie, almost supernatural. The footage spread across the internet, going viral within hours. Millions of people analyzed every second, trying to find clues. Was she hiding from someone? Was she hallucinating? Or was there something paranormal happening inside that elevator? Then came the complaints. Guests began reporting that the hotel's water had turned dark, foul-smelling, and strange-tasting. The pressure was low and showers ran with black, murky liquid. On February 19th, maintenance workers climbed to the roof to investigate. What they found would horrify the world. Inside one of the rooftop water tanks, floating lifelessly, was the body of Elisa Lam. She was naked, her clothes and personal belongings drifting beside her. The discovery was so disturbing that many guests who had unknowingly consumed the water left the hotel in disgust and fear. But the biggest question remains unanswered. How did she get there? The roof was restricted, locked with security codes known only to staff. The water tanks were heavy, sealed with lids that even maintenance workers struggled to open. And yet, Elisa somehow ended up inside. The official autopsy concluded that her death was accidental, linked to her bipolar disorder. But many refused to believe that explanation. How could she have bypassed security measures, lifted the heavy tank lid, and climbed inside alone? Some believe she was murdered. Others think the Cecil's long haunted history played a role, that Elisa Lam became yet another victim of the hotel's curse. The truth may never be known, but what is certain is that the Cecil Hotel, standing tall in downtown Los Angeles, has become one of the most infamous places in America. A place where tragedy and mystery live side by side. A place where the line between reality and nightmare blurs. And Elisa Lam's case remains its darkest story of all. So, what do you think? Was Elisa's death a tragic accident or something far more sinister? If you found this story chilling, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps bring more stories like this to life. Share this video with your friends and let me know in the comments. Do you believe the Cecil Hotel is cursed? Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe and stay curious.